Hi Taurus, welcome to your May reading. Happy birthday! It's your season. Congrats to all the early Tauruses. All right, April Tauruses, happy birthday. I hope it went really well. And now we come to May. In May, you start to hear the faint ticking of a clock. You know that this clock is keeping time with your life, and you're filled with this urge. And it's because of Mars. You're filled with this urge to live as much as you can. Right now, Mars is at home in Aries, so Taurus rising, that means it's in your 12th house. It's pushing you. Also, Mercury, that's been in Aries, moves into Taurus on the 15th. And Mercury brings with it messages from Aries and from Chiron. Messages of pain resolved. Messages that give you a push. Something in you is like, life is always going to be like this. I can't keep being upset about it. I gotta go do me. Life is always going to be a series of ups and downs. It's never going to be perfect, you realize. What is this steady, even keel that I've been looking for? It doesn't exist. Now I just want to live. I'm not overly concerned with anyone or anything except myself and the good times that I can have with the people that I love. So the Emperor being the first card is very appropriate. It's not a selfish attention that you're giving yourself either. It's not a destructive thing. It's very positive. It's wholesome. It's not misplaced, it's appropriate, but it is a bit more fiery and fast than you usually are. So people may be a little surprised. You know, your friends may be like, oh, you don't have a crush right now, or you don't like anybody, or you're not obsessing over anybody right now, or even if you are with someone, you're not like overly concerned with them, like you love them or whatever, but you're not like talking about them every 15 seconds. It's not a general disdain or anything like that. Your focus is just shifted. And your focus shifting is based on that faint, clock ticking that you can hear. Everything has suddenly become informed by this temporal mindset. Okay, we're in time, and this time is going to run out sooner or later. And what do I want to do with the time that I have left? It's very much in the front of your mind. So romance isn't really a priority, and that's okay. You just don't want to waste any more minutes, You want, sure, you would love to have connections and love, and if you're with someone, you would love to be even more deeply connected with them, but you're also keenly aware with Mercury moving into your sign on the 15th, after having those conversations in Aries with Chiron, you're keenly aware of how much time some of these relationships have taken from you. Doesn't feel good, but it doesn't keep you down. It just motivates you. You're like, okay, life is short. Intimacy is precious. And you know what? It's too precious to be cheapened like this. So whether you're in a situation currently that seems beneath you, you're not being treated the way you want. Now, when you put it in the context of a ticking clock, you're like, oh, hell fucking no, I'm not doing this. This isn't important enough. Life is too short for this. There aren't enough minutes for your lukewarm nonsense. Why am I reading in the dark? It's actually so dark in here. The sun is setting. I thought maybe you'd be able to catch a little. It's the sky looks like my hair right now. Okay, so now after the 15th, because Mercury is in Taurus, it's easy to attract people, which is frustrating because, like I just said, you're not overly interested. But of course, it's always when you don't care that people are the most interested in you. Taurus is always the one that you'll hear saying things like, I wasn't even dressed that day when I met him. Like, I literally went to CVS in my sweatpants. When you care, it's too intimidating. It's too much. It's too strong. People get scared. People start running. You see a bull running at you. What are you going to do? You're going to stop so you can pet it? No, you're going to run. But when bulls are just minding their fucking business, it's the best. Now, someone who used to be interested in you, someone who is the definition of a fuckboy, someone who has caused you great pain in the past, and also, not to be all like Lindsay Lohan, just my luck, but I feel like you feel like this person took your luck from you, or like changed your vibe, or like, you know, after I fuck with that person, like nothing went right for me. That person is paying attention to you, and I don't like this. And you know, I rarely say shit like this. This person is messy and toxic, and now that you're feeling good, you're on their fucking radar. And secretly interested or not, no. Let me be your friend who's like, just because the tables have turned and you have the power now, just because you're not chasing them and they're chasing you now, doesn't mean it's going to be good. It doesn't mean it's going to be healthy. Also, we're joking a little bit about this, right? But let me be serious for a second. When somebody treats you like shit, one of the things that it takes from you that nobody really tells you is that you forget how to feel safe with yourself. You start to not trust yourself because, yeah, okay, the other person did what they did. Cool. You allowing it, the way you beat yourself up after, the way you lose confidence and hope in yourself, the way you lose authority with yourself for having allowed it is really deep. So even though on the surface, maybe, this person's paying attention to now, tables have turned, how the turntables, Michael Scott, you know, like, it's so funny, fuck you, you're the one who wants me now, I got you. But this person took something from you. And I don't know if feeling unsafe with yourself or not having confidence in yourself or feeling like you can't trust yourself to do the best thing for you is a situation that you won't even want to like peek into that door again. I wouldn't do it. Let me be your annoying friend who's like, it doesn't matter how hot they are, it doesn't matter. Please remember how they made you feel, and not just how they made you feel about them. Fuck how you felt about them, that's cool. Remember how they made you feel about you. And if you wanted to, it will move so fast and it will be totally full of shit. Okay? And let me tell you how we get here. Let me tell you how you get to a point where you can even consider dealing with somebody. I have to do it. I have to do it. Let me explain to you how we get here. Okay? And how this person can make you feel like you're the luckiest person in the world because you're here with them. Ooh, and they're so lovely. And oh yeah, that's not really taking from you. That's just how you're taking it. Let me explain to you how we get here and why this person may come back around. When you get turned around in your head and you start thinking that somebody out there is the healing, when you start behaving like somebody who needs to be saved, instead of like stepping fully into your fixed earth mother goddess role of being the one that supplies the healing, things get so imbalanced that the person who's the object of your affection is usually the most confused, because they're fully aware of how strong you are. So when you start acting weak, like you need saving, oh boy, do things get out of hand, because either the person's totally going to take advantage of you because they're like, this person's a beast, they could do anything, and they think they're so weak. I can get this person to do anything I want for me. Let me utilize their strength for me. The other thing that can happen is that they can feed into your misconceptions about yourself and make you feel more and more weak. And how are they going to do that? By continually saving you. They'll keep saving you, keep saving you, keep saving you, till you get to the point where you're so comfortable on your satin pillow that it doesn't matter that, you know, the sky is falling down around you. You're comfortable. They'll save you. And then them saving you, whether it's like little emotional stuff day to day or something larger, it could be financial, them saving you then becomes their weapon of choice. That's how they control you. Because anytime that they need you to do what they want, they'll just let you fall. And then you're going to get afraid that you're going to break, so you're going to come back instead of just jumping, you know, and being the fool. So, it's deep, it's deep. If the person that comes back, I'm already assuming here because of the cards that they're toxic, but wait till late May, even if it was somebody that was toxic, for you to even consider it. And the reason I want you to wait until late May is because the field is yours. You know, the field of play is yours. Please don't get yourself wrapped up in something at the very beginning of summer and some fucking bullshit in spring and with some bullshit that's like toxic and probably isn't going to last and is probably going to be a headache. Like, I get wanting to be mixy, I get wanting to indulge a little bit, but don't even consider it until late May. If you're bored enough in late May, you know, for now, just see them as one more moth coming to the flame. It's not their fault. They can't help that they're secretly paying attention to you all over your socials, on your fucking page, looking at your shit like, oh, this person used to be crazy about me. Can you believe it? They used to like text me like so many times and like always try to do things with me. Like, look at them now. Like, I'm so cool. This person used to chase me around. They're coming back with that kind of ego boost and I hate it. Don't do it. Okay, like I told you, I'm going to be that friend today who's like really annoying, really like the person, and there's that one friend who's like, no. I had a friend tell me the other day, she was like, I don't care how much you like him, it's a no. I won't let it happen. And my other friend looked at her like, and then looked at me like, are you going to say anything? And I was just like, I agree with her. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about career and money, and then we're gonna like really dive into career and money because there's just so much to talk about. And then we're gonna do health and just some general advice. Okay, so when talking about career and money, the most important thing to remember is that this is a time where you are rewarded. You are playing the game, and you are playing the game perfectly. You are being as nice as you need to be, as diplomatic as you need to be, as verbose at times as you need to be, compared to the times where you're just not talking at all. No, not right now. You've got Mercury in your sign. You are talking. You are schmoozing, dare I say. You're getting in good with everyone you need to be getting in good with. You are racking up the attention, racking up the money, racking up the accolades. Like, it's definitely your world in May. Definitely. And you're doing it right. And people notice. And they're, like I said, moths to a flame. They're just coming to you. And on May 15th, and all the way from May 15th, again, when Mercury enters your sign, until mid-June, it's just luck. Come on, you have the Hierophant here. Like, it's the kind of luck that you like. It's money. It's prestige. It's a sense of luxury, right? You may find yourself having like a very luxurious free weekend, or you take a luxurious trip, or like your energy is just giving money. And it's attracting and it's coming back to you, mashallah. It's really nice. And then That's on the 15th when Mercury moves into your sign. But what about, and mind you, it's Jupiter's there, Uranus is there, the sun is there, like Venus is there. It's a lot, right? You have a lot. So of course the luck is there. But then when Venus and Jupiter move into Gemini, Taurus rising, that's your second house of work. So if you thought it was going crazy, wait till late May. That's another reason you shouldn't entertain any scrubs from the past. Excuse me for calling them scrubs. Excuse me if you love this person. But like, you should wait until late May, because in late May, your money luck kicks in for real. And like, as messy as we like to be, I'm speaking as a Vedic Taurus, forgive me. Do we really want this? When everything is going right, do we really want this? Because we'd be doing it to ourselves. And you know it. Okay. I'm just checking because you have options, you know? You can do this or you could do this. And what's this? The Chariot, that's your career. That's money. That's, you know, the result of the schmoozing and the talking and the charming and the energy and the moth to the flame. This fire makes your chariot go. Or, you know, you could check up and do this shit. Don't do it, please. One, follow, and it's counterintuitive because you're like, no, if I follow this, maybe I'll have like a happy emotional life, a family life, whatever. The other is like, oh, it's just about work, it's just about money. What it's not just all about money. Focusing on the person, especially someone who's come back from the past, will turn into a mess. Focusing on your career may actually lead you to someone who has the same priorities as you, that you can actually relate to, and that doesn't have to be some guilty pleasure. Now, in the extended, oh, I have so much more to say. In the extended, we're going to talk about the greater benefic and the lesser benefic perfecting their conjunction. So the greater benefic being Jupiter, the lesser benefic being Venus, the signs that bring, the planets that bring you the luck, right? Between the 22nd of May and the 24th of May, the conjunction between Jupiter and Venus, greater and lesser benefic in Gemini, will be perfected. Again, that's in your house of money. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. From beginning to end, this reading is beautiful. And it is a beautiful time for you, which is why I think the cards are so very clear on not getting distracted. Do not take any detours right now. This is your season. This is about you. This is your life. That clock is ticking, as it's ticking for all of us, right? Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. It tolls for you. It tolls for me. It tolls for us all. When will it go? Right? If you don't understand that quote, it's about, is it John Donne? It's about the bell being rung in churches when someone dies. And basically what he's saying is like, don't ask why the bell is ringing. Don't ask who died, because you're going to die one day too. The bell's tolling for thee, yo. He didn't say yo. Okay, so we're going to talk about good luck. We're going to talk about this amazing conjunction being perfected. We're going to talk about luck. There's a lot in here about luck. And then we're going to talk about health, including insomnia. And we're going to have a little talk just in general about May. That extended is available below through a Patreon link where you can become a member. You can also gain access to the reading through Vimeo, which for a lot of people is such a great alternative to Patreon because they just can't for some reason be a member or their country won't allow it. And there's also a way to pay through PayPal where you just get an instant link sent to your email. That's done automatically. And there's also a link below for personal readings, which have been going great lately. I think it's because after a long time, I feel ready to do personal readings again, and like it obviously shows. Okay, so we're cooking. Let's keep cooking. I'll see you in the extended in just a second. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy birthday. All this, you deserve it. Don't think for a second that you don't. And anyone who makes you feel like you don't, fuck that person. Fuck out of here. Love you.